Welcome to AutoFixPower.com. My name is Hakeem, and today we have a 2003 Subaru Forester. This is actually one of my cars, and what we're going to do today is change the window regulator, both of them, the driver's side and the passenger side front window regulators. And that's what we're going to do today, so stay tuned. Okay, so first thing you want to do is remove the door panel, obviously. You want to take this out right in there. I'm using my cell phone today because I left my other camera at home, so it's going to be a little challenging to focus. But this is the door handle. You want to take that little panel out right there. Let's get a screwdriver and do that. I'm going to try and hold it with one hand and remove it with the other. Let's see if I can manage that. Stick it on that side. Pop that out. Don't lose it. It fell down in there. So make sure you don't lose that piece. Unless you want your screws exposed. That's up to you. But anyway, don't lose that. Take that Phillips head out right there. Remove that one. And then there's another panel inside the switch panel. You're going to remove that one the same way. Stick your screwdriver in. Pry it up. And that's a Phillips head as well. So you're going to take that one out. Take those two, that one, this one, that one, and you may have to take this corner panel off as well. Alright, so let's try that. Take that off. Yep, that comes right off. Boom, pop that out. I don't know what that plug is for. Maybe there was some sort of option or equipment that my car doesn't have. But anyway, okay, so once you have those screws out, that screw there, and this screw here, once you take that out, the door panel pops off. This is what's keeping the door panel attached to the door. This little clip. So you just grab your fingers, pull it under there, pull it back. It's not going to pull back as easy as I'm making it look right now, because I've already pulled it back. You can also use a door panel separation tool. It's like a little soft pry bar that you would squeeze in there and then pry it back. But I find the best way to do it for me is to just grab my fingers under there and pull it back by hand. And you may feel like you're going to break it, but just pull it and it should separate. And let's do that. Let's take this all the way out. Oh, you have to take this out, it looks like. Looks like you got to take this off before you can move it. Yeah, like that. Take that off. Oh, and this has to come off as well. I forgot about that. This trim that's around the handle, that has to come off. I'm going to show you how to take that off in a second. So you're going to take this out. Actually, that doesn't have to. Yeah, it does. That does have to come out because this little metal ring right here, the metal ring keeps this from going back. So you want to take this up and unplug these two plugs. You got a plug here. And that's the tab to unlock it. Come on, focus. Okay. Then you got a plug there. The tab to unlock it is in the front. It's a little more difficult to get to, but that's the unlock tab. Squeeze that tab right there. And squeeze that tab right there. And pull it back. And take this out of the way. Now once you have the switch panel separated, in the back of the switch panel, there are these retainers. This is a retainer post. I don't know what the technical term for it is, but I'm going to call it a retainer post. It has this thing. Where is it? What is it? Oh, here. This is supposed to be attached to that. That's what actually keeps it clipped into the door. So make sure you don't lose that. It may come off when you pull this out. So what you want to do is just slide it back on there like so. See if I can get a better angle. Yep, slide it on there and push it back down. It'll be self-explanatory once you have it out. Just make sure all of them are there. You got one in the middle, and that's it. So there's just two of them, one in the end, one in the middle. Just make sure those are there, and then you put this to the side, get it out of your way. Okay, I've gone ahead and removed the trim around the door handle. I wanted to take a video of that, of me doing it, but I couldn't because I need my hand. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. It's kind of a pain in the butt to take off. It's attached with these, let's see if I can get some focus on that. Come on, this is frustrating me. Alright, it's attached with these inside clips. What it does is attach from the inside of the handle, like that. See where that hole is? There is a catch on it that goes around the edge. See that catch there? And that catch right there. And there's a catch on the corner, but it's hard to get with the camera. And 2 catches at the bottom. You'll have to stick your screwdriver up in that way to release it. Push it up, push it up, push it out, and push it down to get all of them out. And stick it on there. I'll give you a visual. You have to come in from underneath, like so. Like there, push it up, pry it back. Push it up, pry back, and push down, pry back. Just be careful with that panel. It's kind of a pain in the butt to remove, and you can break these tabs, and you'll end up having to glue your trim piece back on to get it to stay in place. Alright, so now that that's off, the door panel should remove easily. Well, kind of easily. Yep. Then you just pull it outward like that and lift up. And that's it. Door panel is off. That's the first step. Right, so now that the door panel is off, you have this plastic thing that goes around it. I guess it's a moisture vapor barrier that goes around the door, inside the door panel. So what I usually do is just cut around it with a razor blade instead of playing around with this black gummy stuff. So just cut around it with a razor blade to get it out of the way. And then when I'm done, I'll use spray adhesive to stick it back. I'll just spray it with some adhesive along the edges. And then just push it back up against there so it still has that, still has some sort of protection. This is the spray adhesive that I usually use. You don't have to use spray adhesive. You could just use tape to put it back in place. As long as you put it back in place, you'll be good. Alright, so let's get this out of the way. And it looks like we have to take this out. You may have an airbag there. I don't really know what this is for. This is probably a placeholder for an airbag, a door side impact airbag, and my car doesn't have that. So what we do is just pop this out. I'm gonna have to turn the camera off for this. So what we're gonna do is pop that out, and you see I got some vice grips holding my window regulator up because it broke while I was on the way down to Philadelphia. So I had to tape it up until I got home, and then I put some vice grips on the track to lock it in place to keep it from coming down until my window regulators came in. But yeah, so remove this. And then we'll figure it out from there. I don't know what's next. I've never done the window regulator on this car, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, so it looks like what you want to do is bring your window down. My window regulator broke, so I can move it up and down freely by hand. So you want to bring your window to this position. You got this bolt here and this bolt here. I apologize for the crappy video. I'm using my cell phone. But you want to move this bolt here, that bolt there, and I don't think you need to take those out. I may change my mind about that later. But you gotta take that out, take that out. You gotta take the speaker out because there's another bolt behind the speaker that you need to get to. So let's do that. We'll take the speaker out and then we'll come back. Okay, so I took the speaker out and we got these 2 bolts here. Said that already. Then you got one more bolt behind the speaker. But you gotta pull the glass pretty much all the way down into the door to get to that point so you can reach that bolt. So we'll take that out and those 2. Then you'll want to slide your window up and out of the way. Slide your window up and out of the way and tape it in place. Maybe. We might even have to remove the window, but we'll see. Okay, so it looks like when I tried to remove this bolt here, they Loctited this bolt on, and the nut behind it, the washer, is actually not a nut behind it, it's a washer behind it, a big wide washer that the bolt is attached to is spinning with this. So what you're going to want to do is get some locking pliers like these, get in behind there and lock down on that washer and spin that nut out. So I'm going to do that and come back. Okay, so this is what you got that was behind there. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. This is a locking washer nut and have this in front of it. This was in back of that nut that I showed you, in the back of the window. I got it up. Let's pull it down. Let's see what I'm talking about. So in back of that, there is this. This will come out first, and it doesn't look like that wants to come out easily. But I'll be able to get it out once I get the regulator, because it's stuck on the regulator. Once I get the regulator out of the car, I'll be able to get that out. And I'll just replace that with the regular bolt without any Loctite on it. Well, maybe I should put Loctite. Yeah, I'm gonna put some Loctite on there. But yeah, I'll take that out, take it apart, and that's the thing behind it. You have to grab this. As you can see the dimples where I grabbed it, the marks. That's where I grabbed it with my locking pliers. Right there. Alright, so this is basically what you gotta do to get that thing out. Grab the edges of it with some locking pliers. Let's get this over here and out of the way. And you're gonna have to do it kind of blindfolded, because this is behind the window. So what I did was lift it up, went in from behind like that, grabbed it with the pliers like so, and then pulled the window down and unbolted it. Yeah. Pulled the window down, then I unbolted it. It's still attached to the window, but you'll be able to push it back and pull the window up and get it out of your way. See, you can separate it now. Yep, it's separated. Yep, it's separated. So what you'll want to do is raise the window up and get it out of your way. Or take the window out of the car if you can. Maybe I'll do that. Let me see if I can take the window out. If I can't take it out without taking out a whole bunch of extra stuff, then I'm going to leave it. But if I can take it right out, like most cars you can, I'm just going to take it out of the car and get it out of the way. Okay, so I got this window kind of wedged up out of the way at the top. And what you'll want to do is take this piece off here. This just pulls back. It's got these two little pins holding it in place. One here, one there. Just prop that back by hand, and this may come up. Mine was already loose. You should probably just take it up so that it's out of the way. Take it off of the car. But I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to take it all the way apart and end up breaking something. The less you have to take apart, the less likely you are to break something, because most of these retainers are made of plastic. So avoid taking stuff apart that you don't have to. Especially since these parts are not readily available. Alright. These two bolts here hold the track for this window. And we're going to have to loosen those up and reposition the track, because right now my window is off the track, before we put everything back together. So let's focus on taking the regulator out of the car. You have 4 bolts holding the regulator onto the door. You got this bolt there. You got that one there, and this one underneath the plastic. Take those 4 bolts out, and you've already got your regulator disconnected from the window. So you should be ready to bring the regulator out of the vehicle once you take those 4 bolts out and unplug the window motor. This is the window motor plug right here. So you want to unplug that, take those 4 bolts out, and play around with it to get it out of the door. Okay, so I've decided that it's in my best interest to take the glass all the way out of the door so that I don't break it. And if you've got this far along in the process, you can pretty much figure out how to take the glass out of the door. It's not difficult. Just got to take these 2 pieces out. This one, that one, that. Lift the window up off of its track and slide it around, and you'll get it out. If you've gotten this far, you can figure out how to get the window out because everything is clear to you. You'll be able to see it pretty easily. All right, so I've taken that out and I loosened up the window regulator. As you can see right there, it's just resting inside of the door. Make sure you take the window out. I'm gonna add this. Make sure you take the window out before you loosen that window regulator out, because it can destroy your window. That thing is under spring tension, and it will pop up and smack your window if you're not careful. And you don't want to take that window out, get it out of the door, and then loosen your window regulator. But to get this window regulator out, it looks like I'm going to have to take this track out right here. I've already loosened it. There's 1 bolt here at the bottom. That bolt is a 12mm. And then there's 2 at the top. 1 12mm here, 1 12mm there. Take those 2 bolts out and take the track out of the way, and you should be able to get the window regulator out of the car. Okay, once you take that bolt out, that bolt, and that one out, that part is actually a part of the window regulator. So you have to take that out anyway. And there's 2 more that has to come out. This one and this one. Those 2 have to come out right there. Okay, so once you've got everything loose, what you want to do is collapse the window regulator like this, and then slide it out the side of this little pocket right here, like so. And that's it. Get that thing out of there and put the new one in. And to put it back together is pretty much the reverse procedure. Just be careful when you're tightening the bolts that hold the regulator to the window itself, because if you tighten them too much, you can break the window, and you don't want to do that. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.